Welcome back to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is homemade whole wheat biscotti with a tomato sauce, vegetables and chorizo. So the ingredients you need is whole wheat flour, eggs, salt. To make the tomato sauce, you need 1 tin of tomatoes, tomato puree, garlic, 1 onion, 1 pepper, ground salt and ground black pepper, spicy chorizo. So first step, we're going to make our homemade biscotti. I'm first going to weigh out 213 grams of whole wheat flour. So you're going to weigh 213 grams of whole wheat flour. I'm using my talking scales. Just give it a little tap.
It is 25 grams.
You want to do this till you get to 213 grams.
It is 55 grams. It is 92 grams. It is 135 grams. It is 171 grams. It is 202 grams.
Just add a tiny little bit more.
It is 204 grams. It is 215 grams.
Just take a tiny bit out.
It is 212 grams.
That'll do. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a mixing bowl. You're going to place all your wholemeal flour in your bowl. You want to give it a good tap and get it all out. So now you want to crack 4 eggs into a little bowl. You first want to give them a tap. You want to break it down the middle and catching any of the shell. Just drop it in like that. I'll show you again. So you're giving it a good crack. You're breaking it down the middle and you're dropping in your egg. Just like that. You'll do another 2 eggs and then you'll give them a good whisk. Now you want to start giving your eggs a nice little beat so they are all whisked in together. Just put it on a little slant if you want. And you just want to get all the way round. We'll just take a minute or 2. So just give them a good beat. Now you just want to add a little bit of salt to your wholemeal flour. Shake it off your hands. And then with a knife you just want to give that a stir in. Do this for a minute. And then you'll make a little well. And you'll pour your eggs in. And you'll start binding that together. And then it will be like a dough to make your biscotti. As you can see, I've made a little bit of a well. And what you want to do is you want to pour your eggs inside the well. You want to get your knife back in And you want to start bringing it together with the flour. So you want to proper mix this all in. It will start to come together. Just give it a good whirl. Might look a bit messy to start off with, but you just want to keep bringing it together. So what you want to do when you've got it into a ball shape, you just want to keep patting it with your hands. So you bind it all together. And in a minute you'll get some cling film. You'll wrap it up. And then you'll place it in the fridge to set for 30 minutes. But you're just patting it all together into a nice round shape. So what you want to do is you want to get some cling film and place your dough for your biscotti. You want to wrap it up really tight, and then you want to bring it back into shape. Just give it a little pat out like that. Now you're going to place it in the fridge on the bottom shelf. Let that set for 30 minutes. While you do your prep. You're first going to prep your pepper. You first want to chop your lid off. You want to take all the seeds out and the flesh. So you want to give it a good tap. Get any of the little pips out or white flesh. Just give it one final bang. Should look like that. Now you chop it down the middle. You put one to one side. And you just want to finely slice it. See what you're doing is just slicing it. Then you bring it all back together. And then you're just giving it a little chop. Be careful with your fingers that you don't cut yourself. Once you've got medium pieces like that, you're going to get a little bowl. You place you place them all in, and then you do the same with your other half of pepper. So next step, you're going to prep your garlic. You'll get a garlic bowl like this, and you want to take 2 pieces of garlic off. You just want to trim the ends and peel any of the skin off your garlic. So you peeled it off like that. Now you place your knife on top. You want to press down, and then you just want to finely slice it one way, and then you want to turn it around, and then you just want to finely slice it the other way. Be careful with your fingers. Once you've got nice little pieces, you're going to get a little bowl, and you're going to place all your garlic in. You do the same with your other garlic. And then you'll prep your onion and add your onion to your garlic. So next step, you're going to prep your onion. You're first going to chop your end off. I like to flatten it so it's more easier to chop. Then you're going to chop it down the middle. Then you're going to chop your other end off. Then you want to peel 2 layers of the skin. Once you have peeled and chopped your end off your onion, you just want to slice it not all the way down. Then you want to turn it around and then you just want to finally slice it. Just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to place it in your bowl with your garlic. You pick it all up. And then with your hands you'll just break it apart. Like that. And then you do the same with your other onion. So next step, you want to get some Spanish chorizo. And what you want to do is you want to chop it down the middle. Just like that. You once again want to cut it down the middle. And then you want to bring it all together. And you just want to slice it into little pieces. Always remember to move your fingers out the way. I'll show you again how I did that. So you first chop it down the middle. And then you're just finally slicing it. Then you're going to get a little bowl. And you're going to place it all in the bowl. And you finish off doing your Spanish chorizo. So your little pieces of dough, you want to first put a good layer of flour on your surface. And then you've just give it a little bit of flour. And then with your rolling pin, you want to just give it a bit more flour. And what you want to do is you want to roll it out really thin. Always patting it. So you're rolling it out really thin to start off with. In a good layer of flour. So it doesn't stick. You do it one more time, roll it out really thin first. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place it, you're going to fold it back over like that. So in half. And then what you want to do is you want to roll it out even thinner now. Keep patting it. So you're just rolling it out really thin like here. And then you're going to get a knife, a sharp knife. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make thin strips to make your biscotti. Then you carefully place it up. You're going to place it with all your other ones you've done. Just like that. You might need to get another plate out. All different sizes of biscotti. Using your knife. You don't want them to have them too thin. But you want to have not a thick piece. Somewhere between the thin and thickness. So you're just using your knife, going all the way down. Then you're carefully just going to place it up. On your plate. Like that. And you just keep doing it till you've got enough biscotti. As you can see, I got some boiling water what I've just boiled, and I've just added a little bit of sea salt. Now you want to place all your biscotti. Just drop them in. Might need to do this in stages. So just put half in to start with. Put a few more in. Might take 2 or 3 batches to do. And then you're going to boil these for 2 to 3 minutes till they're cooked and they float to the top. And then you'll keep doing your biscotti and then you'll make your sauce. Now you're going to switch on your hob. You want to set your back ring to medium. And you set it to medium. You put a lid on so the steam can stay in and they can start to bubble. 2 to 3 minutes after when your hob has warmed up. Now you want to switch on your hob to high. You want to get a small frying pan. You want to place it on the ring, give that a minute or 2 to heat up before you start frying your chorizo. Now you want to start frying your chorizo. You place them all in. You want to get a wooden spoon and give them a little toss to bring out flavour. So you do this for a few minutes and then you add in your onions and garlic. So you're just frying your chorizo to bring out all this flavour. So as you can see, my chorizo is now nicely cooked. You want to place in all your garlic and onion so they go nice and soft and bring out some flavour. You want to give them a little bit of a stir in for a few minutes. So they go nice and soft. So they go nice and soft and caramelise into your chorizo. Then you add in your peppers. That'll be your next step after you've fried your onion and garlic. While you're waiting for your second batch of wholemeal biscotti. Now you now want to add in your peppers. Just give that a little toss in for a minute or 2. Then you add in your tomatoes and tomato puree to make a bit of a sauce. And then you'll just season with a bit of black pepper. You don't want to add any more salt because the chorizo has got a lot of salt in. But you just want to add a little bit of pepper to give flavour to our sauce. Now you want to add in your tomatoes. Just give that a little bit of a stir. So the tomatoes, your tin tomatoes can mush down. And you also want to add in a squirt of tomato puree. And you want to give that a good stir in to make a bit of a sauce, and it also just give it a little bit of thickness. Then in a minute you add in a bit of ground black pepper, and then you will toss your biscotti into your tomato sauce and your vegetables. You want to lower the heat. And now you just want to add a little bit of ground black pepper. Shake that off your hands and then just give it a little stir. But like I said, you don't need to add any more salt because the Chorizo has got a bit of salt in. You don't want to overdo it with salt. Now you just want to put the lid on to let that simmer and thicken for 5 minutes. Then you'll toss in your biscotti to get that a nice coating, and your biscotti will warm up in the steam, but you just want to simmer and let the sauce thicken for 5 minutes. Now you want to place all your biscotti in with your sauce. Carefully just give it a little toss in. We got it on a low, but just be careful, it might splash at you. So you're giving it all a nice coat. And we're just warming back up the biscotti. So this is how you make my homemade whole wheat biscotti with tomato sauce. I hope you like this. Don't forget to hit the like button, share and subscribe, and thank you.